Before joining Runstreet, I had never run before. The most I ever ran was like to catch a train, literally. I never ran before. I used to go to the gym and do these high intensity cardio classes. And afterwards, I would, maybe feel a little sore, but I never felt like I was getting anything out of it. But as soon as I joined Runstreet and started running regularly, I felt the benefits immediately. My whole body was sore. The first time I showed up, we did the entire loop of the park, of Prospect Park, and I didn't think I could run a mile, much less over 3 miles. And I wasn't able to run all the way around the first time, but everybody was so supportive. And one guy in particular came and he walked with me and he encouraged me the entire way. And I was able to make it up that hill, which was amazing. Running, it was fantastic. I felt like I wanted to throw up at the end, but I did it. And it was such a sense of accomplishment. So it just kept me coming back. Just feeling like each time I went, I can make a little bit more progress and run a little faster, run a little longer. Even though it was very small, incremental progress, I was able to see the results in a relatively short amount of time. When I first joined the Runstreet meetup group, I remember when I filled out the form, it asked what my goals were, and I wrote maybe a 5K. Little did I know that the first time I showed up, I would be running more than 5K around Prospect Park. So I started going to Runstreet in spring 2013, and a couple of months into it, I decided I wanted to do a race. So I signed up for one in November, and it was a 10K. And I heard that the course was beautiful, and it was flat, it was out of back, and I was super, super excited for it. Race day comes, and it was below zero temperatures with the wind chill, 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and it was miserable. Marnie had signed up to do the 5K that day, but she ran the 10K with me because I guess she knew it was going to be challenging, and it was my first race, so she wanted to support me. So it was so cold that the water in the cups that they were handing out was frozen over, and it was so windy that the one porta potty that they had there almost blew over. Luckily, no one was inside. It was very, very challenging, but I was able to push through it. And now to this day, when I'm running in less than ideal weather conditions, I think back to that day. And I just know, like, I was able to run into 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts. I was able to do it then. So it just encourages me, like, I know I can do anything after getting through that race. It was really miserable. And now, just this past weekend, I completed my first half marathon. I had never in my wildest dreams thought that I would do a half marathon. I felt exhausted after doing the half marathon. But now that I'm like recovering and I'm not injured, I feel great. I'm like much more energized, and I feel like maybe I'll take on another half marathon. People will always tell you that a lot of it is mental, and that's definitely true, especially with doing long distance races. I felt like at the half marathon, the first half was a breeze and the second half was all mental. So just keep with it and stick to your training plan, and you could do it. You could do it. That's it. I've found such a great support system with the Runstreet crew that really keeps me motivated. Every Saturday morning, I know people are expecting me to show up. Another motivation for me is my overall health. I have a desk job. I'm sitting most of the day, so it's great to have like a regular way to get out and be moving. I think running has helped me socially. Naturally, I'm an introverted person, but coming to Runstreet and different running groups, I'm much more inclined to walk over and introduce myself to people that I don't know, that I wouldn't normally introduce myself to, because I found that runners are very friendly people and they're just happy to talk to you, and you could have endless conversations about running and races and gear. You always have something to talk about.